What's going on, everybody? My name is Frank with Geeky Gecko Creations, and this is Zach Sumter with Mass Rep Balls and Pied is Life. Hashtag Pied is Life, always using that. Today, we're actually going to take a look at a very, very special pied, which I don't know if anybody or not many people on the earth might even have.
Right, I think there's only one other one that we know about.
So if you want to see one of the very first in the world Axanthic Clown PIEDs ever produced, then stick around for this video. I want to take this time to shout out Redline Shipping. They are the #1 fastest growing reptile and animal shipping company in the world right now, and that is for good reason. Use promo code GECKO5 today at checkout for an additional $5 off your shipping label. All right, Zach, so why don't you tell us a little bit about what's going on here, what we're looking at.
So this is the basement in my house. We use this as my breeding facility. I just actually hit my 3rd year mark of owning ball pythons, so.
Wow, congratulations. What we're gonna highlight in this video is one of the funnest parts of ball pythons, which is hitting the genetic lottery. And you definitely hit the genetic lottery with this animal, right? Do you know the odds of producing this animal?
I know to hit it with the single codom I hit in it was 1 in 256.
Okay.
So I know that's for a fact.
And you might have 2 other codoms in there, so the odds of that would have been even higher.
Crazy, right.
So why don't you show us real quick, do you have the 2 parents of what created the baby we're gonna look at? Ooh, nice.
This is gonna be just a triple het male.
So it doesn't look like much, right? But watch what it produces.
Yeah, so this is the Enchi triple het male, and then the mom is a pastel triple het female.
And these are triple het Axanthic Clown
PIED. VPI line.
And you got a little turtle going on right here. What kind of turtle is this?
This is an elongated tortoise.
You won this at the auction.
In the Mesa auction. Yeah, my son wanted a tortoise. I wanted something that didn't get too big, so I think I was reading it. You know, it gets in that 12 to 14 inch range. So
you would think that turtles or tortoises are not super active, but they're super active and they dig a lot. And
yeah, he is wild. We're trying to get him acclimated, and then he'll move outside with the heat lamp and stuff like that.
Pretty cool. So let's pull out this visual Axanthic Clown PIED. We'll pull the table over under the light. Almost nobody has one of these in their collections. You were offered some pretty big numbers for this snake, right?
I was.
Yeah.
I turned down a decent amount. I don't know if I'd turn that down again. But, I was actually fortunate enough to make 2 of these.
Wow, so lighting is beautiful. So you had how many eggs?
7 eggs. So I got 2 triples. So 2 Axanthic Clown PIEDs. One's pastel, one was Enchi. I got 2 Axanthic Clowns. One was an Axanthic Clown, one was an Enchi Axanthic Clown. I can actually show the normal and the pied left. If you know anything about these animals, you know that they will look really weird. This almost has a green tint to it. So
they'll look really weird because they're het Axanthic?
I would assume, yeah. I think this is a pied, so it's 66% het Axanthic, 66% het clown. Wow,
the lighting's really good. I mean, these are really beautiful. This one is really beautiful too.
Yeah, pretty wild color.
And so what do we have here?
This is just a POS triple het.
Okay, possible triple het.
Right, so I'm not even sure what it's at for. These are just the 3 I have left from the clutch. This is just a pied, and then it's possible, it's 66% double het Axanthic Clown.
Is that a pastel pied?
I don't think so.
Oh, wow, that's really bright, or it's like really colorful.
Right, pastel tends to blow the pieds out a little more, so I don't think it's pastel. There is that possibility. In my opinion, I don't think so.
Now, just for the viewers that might not know, I'm seeing if this little one's gonna snap at me. They usually do. They're snappy creatures. Can you talk to us a little bit about the visual cues of this animal? How do you know it's pied? How do you know it's clown? How do you know it's Axanthic?
Right, so the Axanthic is the color. So it gives, I like to describe it as like an old school black and white picture. This one's a little more lighter than normal because it has pastel. In my opinion, pastel, fire, those brightening genes work well with Axanthic. But if you look in the head, that's the typical Axanthic color. So Axanthic is the color we're looking for, is that black and white. Clown is the head. So that's a normal clown head right there. And then pied is the broken pattern.
Yeah, one of the things that makes clown so popular is it has that interesting head stamp. It almost has like a tiki person or like a person standing on its head kind of thing.
So if you see, here's a pastel Enchi clown, they have the matching heads.
Yeah.
So that's the clown I'm talking about. If you don't know what you're looking at.
Right, definitely clown. The more you look at clowns, you can definitely tell that it's clown. Pied is obviously breaking up the pattern and creating white blotching in the snake. So depending on the project, you might want certain genes or not want certain genes. Pastel, sometimes a lot of people don't want in clown, but why would you want pastel in Axanthic?
I think it lightens it up. It lets it hold its color a little more. A lot of Axanthics brown out, so adult Axanthics almost look brown. And you can't really see that black and white prettiness anymore, so pastel holds out a little better. Fire holds it a little even better than pastel.
Now, if you combine fire and pastel with Axanthic, would that make it better, or would it kind of fight against each other?
I believe it would make it better. In my opinion, I think it does make it better.
Okay.
This one was kind of just a luck of the draw. It was what I was shooting for at the time. Or what I got at the time had pastel in it.
I used to listen to a lot of Billy from Mutation Creation before he stopped kind of doing his podcast. I'm sure he'll be back on it. He would always talk about, I think, the Lightning Pied project, which does have a lot of pastel in there, right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Right, so the Lightning Pieds, a lot of people have introduced pastel into it, but a Lightning Pied is just an Axanthic Pied.
Oh, okay. So just an Axanthic Pied. Now, the interesting thing about Pied, just naturally, it kind of lightens and brightens the animal naturally, the color that shows, right?
Correct.
And then Clown is also like a lightening, brightening gene. And then Pastel and Enchi continue to hopefully allow this snake to hold its true black and whites all the way into adulthood, right? That would be the hope, right?
That would be the main goal, yes. I think right now, even if this animal browned out, I wouldn't even be too mad. Just the power it holds to make quad hets or 5 hets. You know, I have double visual females that I plan to put him to as well to make, you know, 4 and 5 het animals, or hopefully hit some other combos with it.
Yeah, super value animal right here, right? So I'm holding what could arguably be somebody's car, brand new car off the lot in my hand right now.
Right, yeah.
Expensive car too. It's not a $15,000 Prius, we'll put it that way. Very, very cool. Beautiful. Clowns are awesome. Nice little tiki kind of head stamp right there. Gorgeous animal. We'll have to check back with you in the future of how this animal continues to age and grow and what you eventually pair it to.
Right, I'll be interesting to see how the color holds.
All right, guys, well, what did you think about that? You got to look at a very, very rare animal that less than a handful of people might have in the entire U.S. and world right now?
Right, yeah. I don't know if anybody else would have that animal. If you have that animal, I don't know why you would hide it. So
drop a comment below if you got that animal, or if you know somebody who's got that animal.
Yeah, if you know where it's at, let me know. I'm curious just to see what kind of piece of projects they have.
Before we exit the video here, why don't you tag yourself, what platforms you're most active on, and where people can find you?
Yeah, so I'm most active on Facebook. If you look at my name, Zach Sumter, or type in even the hashtag PiedIsLife, you'll find it. I'm also on Instagram as PiedIsLife as well. I haven't had an Instagram that long, so I'm not crazy active on there, but you can find me on there. So anything you want to message, talk about, hit me up. Not too much on MorphMarket yet. Done pretty good local in the shows that we travel to. But if you see something you like or you want to talk about, let me know. Cool.
Well, I'll definitely leave links to all of Zach's stuff in the description below. Do you want to show the PiedIsLife sign real quick? Man. Does that light up? Oh man, that is dope. You can change the brightness level and all that. So what you're saying is if someone wants these, can they order one from your realtor?
I mean, he didn't make it, but he could probably shoot you towards the website. If you want to buy a house from him, he'll get you one for free.
If you want to buy a house, that works out, yeah. Zach is really, really known for hashtag PiedIsLife. You're super into Pied, right? And so that is one of the ways that you can find a lot of his pictures on Instagram and Facebook with that hashtag.
Yeah, if you type in PiedIsLife, it'll pop up, and then you can find me from there. It's pretty easy.
All right, guys. Well, Zach is another AZ brother out here, AZ Reptile brother, so it's always good to stop by and see him. This is the first time I've actually been able to shoot a video of his, but he has some other really, really cool projects that I would like to talk about in the future. Both of us are kind of, you know, deeper into the puzzle game than a lot of other people might be, and so we have some pretty cool puzzle stuff that we'd like to show off as time goes on. And what was that other interesting thing you hit this year, like the DG Clown or something like that?
Yeah.
DG Clown. So let me know in a comment below if you want me to come back here and shoot another video with Zach where we cover maybe like a DG Clown, some puzzle stuff, take a look at his new rat room he just built. He dumped 30 grand into a rat room just so that he could be able to feed all of his snakes, and we could show you some of the bells, whistles, and features of that in case you ever want to build your own rat room. You're cool with sharing knowledge and stuff to help others.
Anything you guys want to know, let me know.
Nice. So shoot him a DM or a message on Facebook if you have any questions for Zach. And until then, we'll see you next time.
Next time it is.
All right, guys.
Good night.
Peace. All right, guys. I was just getting ready to leave Zach's, but then I saw this out of the corner of my eye in a clear plastic tub. And I was like, wow, that pattern looks really interesting. And I take a closer look at it. I'm like, is that scaleless? And he's like, yep, that's scaleless. So I got to show you right here. These are also pretty rare, right? Scaleless in general.
This is a pastel scaleless pied.
Pastel scaleless pied. Look how beautiful this animal is. And it feels like a baby's bottom, or it's just so smooth, guys. If you get to ever hold a scaleless, the look of it is very pristine, and the feel of it is even more pristine.
So this was made by a local guy in Arizona that I saw, and I had to have it.
Yeah, for sure. What did this cost you? I'm just curious.
I actually did a trade for it.
What's the value, would you say?
Probably in the $4,000 to $6,000 range.
I was gonna say, because scaleless is still something that's a little more on the rarer side, and there was that whole scandal way back about whether it's worth breeding. Can the females breed? Is there any headway on that yet?
I have not heard anything on it. I don't believe they can. Mine was just the cool factor. I love the pied as life.
Right.
These are super rare. I think the scaleless are down to probably like $1,000 maybe.
Even if you bring this to a show and just use it for people to market or whatever.
It stopped everybody that has seen it. Everybody that walks by this animal stops.
It's absolutely incredible.
So this was, I traded for this as a marketing tool.
And you were telling me a second ago, this is no secret that scalelesses have a little tougher time shedding. What is your advice on shedding for a scaleless?
Yeah, if you happen to get any stuck shed on them, do not pick it off. Maybe try to rub it off with water, but do not pick it off. Their skin is super sensitive.
What about any oils or anything that you think might help but not hurt the snake?
I wouldn't do that, maybe with proper research, but I still don't think I would do it. The water and kind of massaging it off work.
Okay, well that's it, guys. I told you Zach's got some cool stuff here, so next time you'll have to let me know, Zach, what else you got, because I don't even know everything. I just happened to see this beauty as I was walking by, but we'll definitely cover some more stuff next time with you.
Some stuff, yes.
All right, dude. We'll see you later. Selling in the billions each year, Rainbow Mealworms is your one-stop shop for all your insect needs. Their quality feeders and A+ customer service keep me coming back to support the health and growth of all of our animals. Visit them today at rainbowmealworms.net to place your order.